teacher Shruti. In last class we have seen about introduction about JDBC. In this video we are going to see about JDBC driver manager and how we can connect to the database by using a Java API, that is JDBC connection process. This driver manager is a class. JDBC driver manager is there, no, that is nothing but a class, and this class manages a list of database drivers and it ensures that the correct driver is used to access the each data source or a database. It means we are using a Oracle database, means it ensures the correct driver which is suitable for that Oracle database. Okay, it will choose the correct driver to access the Oracle database. The driver manager is capable of supporting multiple concurrent drivers connected to the multiple heterogeneous databases. What it will do is it can communicate with the different databases. Okay, we can communicate with the different databases by using a concurrent drivers, means at the same time we can communicate with the Oracle database, MySQL database, okay, like that heterogeneous databases. First we have to, what this driver manager will do is, first the driver that recognizes a sub protocol under a JDBC. It means suppose it identified the driver for the Oracle, it will connect the database to the, it will connect to the Oracle database. Okay, it will make or it will establish a database connection with that Oracle database. First it finds the MySQL driver, or it first recognizes the MySQL driver by using some sub protocols. It will connect the database connection with the MySQL database. See, this is the JDBC driver manager, or we can call as a JDBC architecture. Okay, how the JDBC or how Java application and JDBC will connect with the databases. First, Java application, what it will do is it will communicate with the JDBC API. Okay, JDBC API mainly communicate with the JDBC driver manager. Okay, this driver manager chooses the correct JDBC driver to access the databases which is requested by the Java application. If it is requested, Java application is requested Oracle database, means the JDBC driver manager should choose this JDBC driver, and it will make sure us that it will choose the correct JDBC driver to access the Oracle database. Next we will see about JDBC process. Okay, in JDBC process we have 5 steps. The first one is we have to load the JDBC drivers. Next we need to connect to the DBMS, that is database management system. Next we have to create and execute the statements. Okay, SQL statements. Next, processing the data returned by the DBMS. Next we have to terminate the connection with the database. Okay, see this. This gives the brief summary of JDBC connection process. Okay, first what Java application need to do is it should open a connection for the database. Okay, then to connect to the database it should send a statement, or to access the data from the database it should send a statement. Okay, when the Java application open a connection, the DBMS also creates a connection session at the server side. Okay, next to access the data from the database, the Java application will send a statement to the DBMS engine or a DBMS. Okay, in DBMS engine what it will do is it will execute a statement. Okay, suppose I am sending a statement like select star from student DB. Okay, it will execute a statement, and whatever the result will be there, no, that it will send to the Java application. Okay, this Java application should retrieve those results. Okay, how to retrieve and all we will see later. Okay, after retrieving results, the Java application will close the connection, and DBMS also it will close that session. Okay, this communication will done by using a Java database API. Okay, this is how the JDBC connection process will happen. First we need to make a connection with the database. Next we have to create a SQL statements, and we have to execute those statements. Okay, after executing the statements, whatever the results will be there, no, that result we need to process and send that results back to the Java application. Okay, then we have to close the connection. In detail how to do that through programmatically we will see. First, the loading the JDBC driver. A JDBC must be loaded before the J2EE components can connect to the DBMS. Okay, the JDBC drivers should be loaded before J2EE components can connect to the database management system. For that we will use a class.forName method. Okay, which is used to load the class dynamically, means at the runtime. Okay, this class is defined in a java.lang package, and this method is defined in class, in this class. Okay, by using this method the JDBC will load the driver, JDBC driver. Okay, see here, this is the class.forName. As an argument it will take the driver name of the driver. Okay, next is we need to connect to the database. Once driver is loaded, the J2EE component must connect to the DBMS using the static method, that is get connection, where get connection method belongs to class, that is a driver manager. Okay, see here, string URL. Okay, this driver manager dot get connection, this get connection method takes 3 parameters, that is URL, username and password. Okay, which are already defined here initially. Okay, these all are string type. Okay, see here, we are loading the driver manager first, then we are making a connection with the database. Okay, with the help of driver manager class. Here it takes 3 parameters, that is URL, username and password. Okay, where URL is the string object that contains the driver's name, JDBC, ODBC with a database name. Okay, this is the JDBC driver and this is the database name, and username is a system and password is the root. Okay, and this driver manager dot get connection method returns the connection interface. Okay, this returns the connection interface that is used throughout the process to reference to the database. Okay, this DB is there, no, this is of type connection object. Okay, the connection is an interface, this DB is of type connection object. Okay, this is used throughout the program to process the database data. Next is we have to create and execute the SQL statement. After JDBC driver is loaded and connection is made successfully with the database, now the database is managed by the DBMS and it is used to send the SQL queries to DBMS for a processing. Okay. To create the statements, we will use a create statement method which is used This is the which is used to create this statement object. Okay, and this create statement method is belong to connection interface. The return value of this create statement method is the statement interface. Okay, this create statement method is belongs to connection interface, means db dot create statement we can use, and return value for the of this create statement is of type statement interface object. Okay, that is of type statement interface, and we will use this statement object to execute the query, and it will return a result as a result set interface object that contains the response from the DBMS. It means it will create the statement, and when we will execute this statement object for executing a query, it will return a result set object. Okay, it will return a result set object that contains the response from the DBMS. Okay, suppose I am using a statement called select star from database, student database. Whatever the table data is there, no, that it will send as a response. Okay, that we can call as a result set. Okay, we will use different methods to execute the query. Those are execute query string, execute update string, execute string. This string means we will pass the SQL statements here. Okay, execute query, for example select star from database, like that. Okay, see here, this is the example program. First we are loading the driver here, next we are making connection with the database. Okay, using this connection object we are creating a statement, and using this statement object we are executing a query, that is select star from student database. Whatever result will come from this execute query, no, that we are storing in a result set R. Okay, next is processing a data that is returned by the DBMS. It means whatever the data is stored here, no, we need to process that data, mean we need to extract the data from this result set. How to do that? Result set object is assigned to receive the data from the DBMS after the query is processed. Result set object contains the method used to interact with the data that is returned by the DBMS to the J2EE components. Next method is used to process the data from the DBMS, and it is always pointing to the first row of a table. Next method is always used in a iterative process. Why? Because we need to access all the rows of the table. For that purpose we will use a while loop. Okay, next get string method of a result set object is used to copy the value of a specified columns in the current row of result set to a string object. For example, get string method, a argument is passed is, that is name of the column or a column index in the result set whose content need to be copied. It means suppose one column is there, we need to get that column result. Okay, for example, what is the column name in a student database is student name, USN, like that. Okay, the first column will be always a student name. To get that data we will use a get string method. How to do that we will see here. First we have loaded the driver, next we have make the connection with the database, next we have created the statement. By using that statement we are executing a query, that is select star from student database. Okay, student database, and to get all the data or all the rows from the student database we will use the next method in iterative process I told. For that making a iterative process I am using a while loop here. Okay, see here. In a student database, the first column will be student name. To access that, I am using this string name variable. I am using in that name variable, I am storing this student name. R dot get string 1. 1 means the column number 1. What is the column number 1 in a student database? For example, S name. Okay. Next, we are printing that. Sorry, this is the printing mistake here. Just we are printing the name here. Okay, whatever the name will come, that name it will display here. Next is we have to terminate the connection. Okay, after processing the data which is written by the DBMS, we need to terminate the connection process with the DBMS. To do that, we will use a close method. Okay, we will use a close method of the connection interface. This is the example db.close. Okay, next we will see about JDBC packages. We need to import some JDBC packages to support the SQL statements, that is database related operations. Okay, we need to import all the statements. Tell the Java compiler where to find the classes you reference in your code and are to be placed at the beginning of your source code. In our JDBC, we will use import java.sql.star for standard JDBC programs, and sometimes we will use import java.math.star package for big decimal and big integer support. Next is statement objects. Okay, once connection to the database is opened, the J2EE component creates and sends a query to access the data contained in the database. There are 3 ways the statement object can be used. The first one is a statement object, next is prepared statement object, the third one is a callable statement object. For your syllabus, only statement object and prepared statement object will be there. We will discuss that. See here. First, we are discussing about just statement object. Okay, how to create this statement object? Before you can use a statement object to execute the SQL statement, you need to create a statement object by using a connection objects method, that is create statement method. Already we have seen this in a DBMS connection process. Okay, see here. Creating a statement object. Statement S, C is nothing but instead of DB, I am using a C here. Okay, C dot create statement. Okay, once you have created the statement object, you can then use it to execute the SQL statement. Okay, there are 3 methods we will use to execute the queries. The first one is Boolean execute, that is string SQL. Okay, it returns the Boolean value of true if the result set object can be retrieved. Means it is a result set object is accessible, then it will returns true, otherwise it returns false. Next is int execute update string SQL. It returns the number of rows affected by the execution of a SQL statement. And use this statement always when you will expect a output as you will get a number of rows affected. Okay, if you are getting the number of rows affected, in that cases we will use a execute update method. For example, inserting, updating, deleting a statement. In these all cases we will use a execute update. Next, result set execute a query, that is string SQL it is taking as a parameter. It returns the result set object, and use this method when you will expect to get a result set. Okay, as with a select statement. Okay, the table data if you want means you need to use this execute query. Okay, suppose inserting one data in a database, deleting one data in a database, updating one data in database. At that case we need to use this execute update. Okay, it will return how many number of rows the affected. Okay, that it will return. See here, first we are loading the driver here. Next we are making a connection with the database. Next we are creating the statement here. We are executing the statements by using a statement object. As a result we will get a result set. We need to get the data from that result set. For that I am using a while loop. Okay, here in student database name and USN is there. We have to get all that data. Okay, see here, string name r dot get string means first column data I am getting here and I am printing here. Okay, next USN, this is the second column data I am getting here, then I am printing here. Okay, this while loop will get executed until all the data of that table is printed on the screen. Okay, and we are using a try catch method here. Why? Because while handling these connections and all, there may be chances of exceptions. Okay, to handle that exception we are using a try catch method here. After getting all the data we are closing the database here. Thank you.